Whoa, what's up with it? It's your number one dog in the fall, Ryan Gray. You dig? Live in the yo, doing what I'm doing, representing for that 100% music podcast. Word, you know what I'm talking about? Hey man, this is a special day, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all chill with me today, man, and run through my routine, man. You know what I'm saying? I got this exclusive thing right here. You know, you see a lot of people advertising. I've seen a lot of people advertising. That's how I know what to do. But you know, you see this elastic. This elastic, yeah, you know, it's a package in that, man. That's top priority. You understand what I'm saying? So, point being and point saying that, yeah, that secret package. You know what I'm talking about? That them documents, man. That real important crossroad thing. But all jokes aside, man, I'm just bullshitting. But for real, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I got a legacy in the day, man. Something that I've been wanting to do from the very beginning, man. I'm gonna take y'all through with it, the unboxing and shit, man. But this is just a pre thing to how it started for me, man. You know what I'm saying? How I started my morning, February 19th, 2026, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I've been in the game a bunch of years, man. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole purpose of getting in the game from day one. My very first dream as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, bar none, was to create vinyl, man, make a record. My aunt Thelma, my grandfather's sister, she used to play the church piano. She was in a choir. She orchestrates the choir, and she had an album. One Sunday we was in church, and you know the church announced that you know she had her albums for sale, and I when I got around to her, I looked and she had a stack of them, and I was like, T, how you get on that? You know, how you make a record? Cause you know we used to listen to records all the time. Me and my stepdad, we used to play records for me. You know, I come from a record era. You know what I'm saying? Where records was the thing when we was young, all the way till I got to be a teenager. Then, well, no, not a teenager, but I'd say maybe 10, yeah, about 10, 9, you know, tapes started emerging, and then tapes took over and people stopped playing records. But, you know what I'm saying, I had to say, T, I was like, damn, T, how you make a record? And she was like, the only thing you got to do is go to the studio. And I said, the studio? What is the studio? She said, that's the place you make a record. And I was like, wow, well, man, that's what I want to do one day. I want to make a record. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in the choir at Evening Star. You know, my grandma and them had me going to church all the time, so I participated in almost everything that was going on. So, yeah, I used to be on program here and there, whatever. And so, yeah, that was one of the things, man, that stuck out to me, that she made a record. So it was one of my goals moving forward in life, man, as a young kid, man, maybe, I don't know, 8, 9 years old. And younger than that, no, man, at least 5, 6, you know, because it was at a time when we was going to church regular, and it was, yeah. So I say 6, 5, 6, but it was a clear age in my mind. I say when I grow up, I'm gonna make a record, and I'm saying all that to say that right now, you know, 2026. I don't know how many years later, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, just to say that dreams come true. It's a difference in, like what I said, it's a difference in liking the music and loving the music. And like, you know, I love the game. I love the sport. I love the craft. I love everything about it. I love the studio. It's my life. 100% music is because it's a lifestyle. It's a choice that I make daily to make sure that I make the moves to stay attached to music and to stay a part of the music realm for real. You know, it's not just part of my identity. It's a part of my lifestyle. It's how I think, how I move, how I live. Everything that I've been doing in life been cultivated to this point. And I'm just saying all that to say that that's what success is to me. Just a part of the creative culture, that's associated with this. It's a bunch of music, hip hop right now, and streaming and all of this type of stuff. But nobody, is not serious enough to that level where they taking it to a vinyl aspect. With vinyl is like when you reach the vinyl stage of your career, whether you starting or or finishing off or whatever. When you make vinyl, it's like that pinnacle point, man, of having something that's relevant. Like nobody can take the fact away from you that you made a record. And there's a lot of people that's involved in the music business that's been involved for years, but they don't have no vinyl because they don't have a project that garnish the importance of vinyl. And me, it's like what I'm saying, it's 35 plus years or 36 years plus years of me being a professional. I started with this at 1991, 92, and from my initial movement, my intention was to make a record, and I manifested a record, but I manifested it these many years later, and that's what I'm saying. Like, man, only God could give you the gift of time. Only God could give you the gift of perseverance, and credit to Him and His ways and His mind, because like I said, man, I was trying to find my life at that point, man, in the beginning. And so, just sticking under the umbrella of my music and my family, man, it blessed me to get this far ahead in the game, man. At this point, man, like I said, the sentimental purposes of what it mean to me, man. Believing in my dreams. Like when I first sowed that seed in my mind of becoming a rapper, or music producer, whatever it was that I wanted to be, because I didn't know. I still don't know what I am in the terms of that, because I love producing and I love, writing and rapping and all of that stuff. And so that's a product of what I am, and it's just a testament. I don't have a high school diploma, no degrees, no accolades to I participated, I'm an athlete, I played sports, man, never participated in a championship, nothing, you know what I'm saying? Might have made a playoff team, a playoff game once, we might have had a chance at an undefeated season once as a football player, I boxed and stuff like that, but, I didn't box long enough to say I was no official boxer. I just did it, enough to get it out of my system, man. But I'm saying all that to say, man, no statutory wins, man, associated with me. And so, personally, man, this is a win, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I won a championship. I feel like I got a high school diploma. I feel like I won a Grammy because I got a chance to keep my promise and keep my word when I told Aunt T I was going to make me a record one day. And it took me all these years to make it. So, salute. Rest in peace, Aunt Thelma. Rest in peace, George Gray. Big influences, two major influences in my life, man. I love the living, you know what I'm saying? But I also understand about honoring the dead and carrying on tradition. So I'm Ron Gray, seed in the heir to the great throne, and this is what it is, man, you know what I'm saying? Till this day, man, the Grays are still making records, what I'm talking about? Grandpa Gray, he used to sing in a quartet. Great Grandpa Gray, he was a part of a singing group, and Aunt Thelma was the art director. I mean, the music director of the church. Evening Star, you know what I'm saying? So, it's in our blood, man, you know what I'm saying? I just was one that, that cultivated and then took it, and made it a personal thing for me, man. But all us, man, everybody that's associated with us got some type of talent. So Ron Gray, 100% music. Be on the lookout for the unboxing. You know what I'm saying? Unwrapping of this elastic stages, man. Beautiful, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Whoever y'all are, elastic stages, man. Put me on point, man. You know what I'm saying? One thigh wild official, baby. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What it do, nigga? Hey, yeah. Who that nigga out the cut in the light of broad day?